All right, guys. Injuries from the game. Stout had a stinger. He returned. Tatum Bethune had an ankle, did not return. Robert Beal left with a concussion. Eddie Pinheiro had a hamstring, didn't return. Curtis Robinson evaluated for concussion, cleared and returned. Gifford, same thing, cleared and returned. Go ahead. No, I mean, we think he pulled it, but not sure. We'll have to check tomorrow. I'm not sure. He wasn't able to come back, so you always worry about that. So we'll have to check tomorrow to see if it's a high ankle. I thought he did a good job. Made some good plays in there. Ran the offense real well. Real good first game back.
For the defense, had trouble creating takeaways to have 3 today. What was that?
It was huge. We've been waiting for that, and I thought those guys were huge today. I mean, starting, I think it was Malik who started it off. Demo, huge. Really good return, too. I thought Stout had an unbelievable play, ripping that ball out. I think it was Keanu recovered it, but those guys with those 3 turnovers and the way the special teams played today, that kind of set the tone for the whole game.
However, that the penalty, you guys took them out pretty quickly, and Cardinal for piling up penalties. If you get a sense as it keeps going on, like, hey, they're making a lot of mistakes, we just, you hammer that message home, like, take care of mistakes.
No, because that's how we are anyways. Just because they're getting more doesn't really change what we're doing. I know they did something to Renardo that pissed them off, which they missed, but they always get the second guy. So we were pissed about that, but Renardo came back and had a good game after that. Yeah, that was huge. I mean, that's the way you want to start out when you lose the coin toss. Have a huge return like that. He's been close for, we feel like, every week now. It's been getting closer and closer, and it's good to see him get one.
George is now 5th of all time in touchdowns and deniers. What can you say about him and his statement coaching?
He's been here since I've been here, so it's been an awesome 9 years with him. He's a Hall of Fame tight end, keeps padding those stats, and still playing at an extremely high level. No, I didn't see any rust. I thought Rick had a good game. Now I'll see more on the plane, but it seemed like Rick played pretty well. Yeah, it was a man check, and we had Christian and George both sides, and I think both of them beat their man, and Brock worked away from the safety. Great route, threw a real good ball, great protection.
What was your sense of just Brock's excitement to be back?
I think it made him feel more normal again. I mean, it's always tough for football players when you're out and you can't play, especially watching the guys just do it week in and week out. So I could feel he was more comfortable throughout the week, just getting back into a full routine of practice, more comfortable in the meetings when you know you're playing, and I thought he carried it over today. So it's a good first week. I thought Christian was awesome. That comeback that he made at the end on that 3rd and long was huge. We were expecting just a zone coverage where you're kind of doing it more on air, seeing if an underneath guy could get to it, and he ended up getting man-to-man on a corner and ran a really good comeback route and made a hell of a catch.
Your rushing percentage, 47 completions, was most in the history of the season.
I didn't know that, but it felt like that at times. I got a lot of respect for Jacoby. Every time we played him, which I feel like it's like 3 times in the last couple of years. We were expecting him versus Washington a few years ago. He didn't end up playing, but he always looks like that on tape. He looked like that all week studying him, and looked like that in person. He made a few of those big throws down the field where we were hitting him as he let it go, and he hung in there. Real tough player, and a guy I got a lot of respect for.
You could quarterback you, Matt Ryan, but they're going to be beat for ass that in mind. But
Crop being in his 4th season, have you had a quarterback that this, like, you have to master their offense or
not comparing him to, I don't want to compare him to everybody else, but Brock's done it. You just got to look at his numbers and stuff throughout him playing and everything, and not many people have done it better than him. So he's been as efficient as anyone. He's made as big plays as anyone, and he's led us to a lot of wins. That's it.
Coach, what does it mean to see you on the team? You see how well the fake travel, how they come out and support us as a team.
It means a ton. It's really cool. I think it's one of the coolest things about our franchise. Just the fact that all week where we can watch on film other people using silent cadence, and we can sit and talk that we probably won't have to on 1st and 2nd down because we know our fans will show up. When my wife flies out commercial with my son Saturday morning, and tells me that when they land, the whole plane's doing a Niner chant. Makes me feel better telling everyone during meetings 2 hours later that we probably don't have to use silent cadence because of my wife's plane ride. So it's awesome. They do it everywhere, and it's I haven't had that any organization I've ever been at.
On the first touchdown pass to George, what did you see it? But then you canned out and switch. What did you see there, and how you execute that?
Yeah, basically we just had 2 plays on, and for me, with the look that we had, we wanted that play on in that look, and so got back to gun, and thought George did a great job of winning his matchup and gave him a chance, and so he went under it, got it, and it was perfectly executed just with the O-line, George's route, so felt really good from the jump.
When you make that camera, you think this is a touchdown? It's like that throw?
I mean, where we were at in the field, I mean, it was a good chance of that, yes. But for me, it was like, man, let's complete this ball for a big gain. You know, we're taking a shot here. So.
Did you practice that specific play recently, or was it just from over the years with you and George?
I mean, that route specifically has been from over the years, so we're sort of used to that. But that play in general was a new play. So.
When you see Skyy Moore making that return, what does that do for you guys to open the game and getting the game?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I think this whole season, the way Skyy hits it, like we were all just waiting for him to have a big one, and so you know, nothing was different with this one. He obviously hit it, and then when he got caught in the one, we were like, dang it, like we wanted it for him. But that set the tone for the whole game, really. You know, going out, scoring right away with 15 seconds on the clock, and then our next drive scoring. So shout out to Skyy, man, that's huge.
That throw to Kittle, that 30-yard touchdown, that was your third straight, pretty long completion. Did that settle any nerves you had about coming back or anything?
I mean, it felt good just to get into a rhythm for sure, and you know, hit the guys and have some big gains, and then to hit that one, it was like, yeah, like we're playing. You know, we're in an NFL game. You know, put a good throw on to George and he completes it. Like, it just felt good for, you know, my confidence and everything. But you know, outside of that, man, it's football. I've been here before, and it was just trying to settle back into, you know, who I am and how I play quarterback.
You've played a lot of games, a lot of big games. Is today any different in terms of just how you felt with nerves or anything coming in, just coming back after missing so much time?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say a lot of excitement. You know, I'm always excited every Sunday, but, you know, to come back, I missed 6 weeks, and then my comeback game is here in Arizona where I grew up, so I just thought it was pretty special. But outside of that, all that mattered was, you know, playing together as a team, getting a team dub, and I'm just so excited that, you know, we all were able to play together. Offense played with the defense, special teams. Like, I feel like everybody across the board made plays, and it was a good team win.
I mean, you said your toe felt good all week. Did you have any anxiety before the game about how it would respond to real game speed and how it did?
I was pretty good going into the game. Like, I knew, I mean, this is the reason why I told Kyle, like, it's time, it's ready, because I feel great, you know, at practice, running around, all the things. And so coming into it, I didn't want to think about it at all, and I didn't. I just went out and played quarterback how I've always played. And so that's how I went about it. It feels great now, and, you know, on to the next one. So.
Third and 15 and third and 20, Christian ran a deep comeback route. How many running backs in the league run that route, and how many can make that play?
I don't know any other running backs that can do that, to be honest. Split them out like that and run a 20-yard comeback like a receiver and come down with it. Like, we have one of a kind. So, shout out 23.
Jack, have you ever spent 6 weeks not thinking? I mean, during the season?
No.
How hard is that? And I guess, you know, I guess that's two questions. You know, I guess how hard is that remembering? And then, was there any, just because it's somewhat uncharted territory, are there any, you know, nerves, anxiety, like this doesn't feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's my first time missing that much time in a season, and for me it was new. How do I handle it? You know, I'm the starter, and we put in all this work from OTAs to camp, and then we go into Seattle, big win, and then I'm just dealing with this toe thing for all these weeks, and so it was frustrating. I had to learn how to deal with it and mentally, like, just take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and trust that there's a process to this, and the trainers, the strength staff, everybody, they do this. This is their profession, so trusting in them, our plan that we put together. And when I do come back, mentally, I'm ready to roll. You know, I'm going to drop back with confidence, rip it with confidence, play quarterback, go through my reads. So it was getting to that point, and so that was all new for me. But overall, it felt good, and I loved our plan, and I feel great now. So it's, you know, I'm glad we won, and now it's on to the next.
Was there any specific play where you did a rollout or something where you said, okay, the coach was fine and not worrying about it, or was it not even?
No, I didn't even think about it, honestly, in the game or anything. At practice and everything, that's where I tested it all out, and I'm like, at practice, rolling out, all right, do I feel it, do I not? No, I don't. I feel great. And then come game, man, when I warmed up, everything, I didn't even think about it, felt great. And throughout the game and stuff, I was able to do, I think, everything. Scramble, keepers, rollouts, step up in the pocket, played quarterback. Yeah, no, that was all good. It's just he made a good play on it, and it's third down, had to get the ball out, but yeah, he made a good play on it.
Correct. This last one kind of volley back and 3 wins and losses since the 3-0 start. How do you feel like this team is positioned right now to put together a run here over the next month?
Definitely. I mean, I'm excited, just with the momentum that we have going and guys ready to go in on this challenge of finishing out the season strong. But it's one game at a time. It's one practice at a time. But I think more than anything, we all believe in each other, man. We've gotten tight. We've lost some guys, which have sucked, some big names and everything. But guys just stepped up to the challenge, and this is what NFL football is all about. You find out who you are under pressure, but we got the right guys in the building, and we're ready for it. So.
All right.
It's awesome. And keep them rolling.
You also had a 20-yard catch that comeback route. How often do you run that route? And what was it like to convert down?
It was great. Ran it twice this week in practice, and the look we had in practice wasn't man versus their corner, but Brock made a throw that gave me a chance and allowed me to go up and make a play.
Brock said that you were one of a kind. How much pride do you take to be able to do things that maybe other running backs can't do and make such a difference?
I love football. I feel blessed every time I'm able to go out there. Love the game so much, and I try to be a complete back. It's something that my whole life I've tried to focus on and being able to do everything. And I just love playing with my buddies and going out there and competing and trying to do whatever it takes to get a win.
Juszczyk, what do you think is the status of the team's running game right now?
Say it again?
What's the status of the team's running game right now? You guys kind of getting on track?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're getting better. That's what it's all about, getting better every week.
How would you describe Brock's temperament going into the game, during the game, and come back?
He was vintage Brock.
What's that?
Yeah, he was vintage Brock. Yeah, I mean, and that's a huge compliment. He was poised, made some great plays, made some huge third down throws, kept us in the game, was smart the whole game. That to miss games like that is really hard, and to come back in the middle of the year and I think people kind of just watch and he had a good game, whatever. But to be out that long and to come in and do what he did today is extremely impressive.
When you say he was smart throughout the whole game, what specifically?
Throwing the ball on time, not making bad decisions, I guess, and just being a great quarterback.
Did you ever play wide receiver when you were a kid? And have you ever daydreamed about potentially playing wide receiver when you're older?
When I'm older. Maybe a night dream. I don't know about a daydream. I didn't control it. No, I never played. All my brothers played. My older brother played. Obviously, my dad played, and both my little brothers played quarterback, and then Luke, my youngest, would kind of play receiver and quarterback when Dylan was the quarterback. We had a hell of a 4-on-4 football team in the backyard. But it was always something that I worked on, my whole life. I always played running back. I never played receiver, but I was fortunate enough to be on teams, even in Little League, where they would throw the ball to me, and so it was kind of always a natural thing. And, I enjoy doing it. It's another way to get the ball in the hands.
Howdy.
Georgia Brief, last week you said Skyy Moore is very close to breaking one. Do you have Powerball numbers too?
I'm not lying. I was standing on the sideline next to Colt McKivitz, and I was like, just be so nice if he just housed this right now. And he started returning. We just looked at each other like, that works too. But, we all need Christian McCaffrey touchdowns in our life, so that's why he got tackled, just for Christian McCaffrey fantasy owners. That's what it was for.
What kind of tone did that set for the game?
Just a spark. I mean, when you can start the game off with a huge return and then score one play into it, just 7 points in 16 seconds, that's just huge because I feel like our entire season we've taken 10 to 15 plays to score on every single drive, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But having explosive big plays is huge. And so just to get that one, just set the tone for the entire game was fantastic. You know what? I think I've only said this about two quarterbacks. Brock's presence in the huddle is just so elite. And how he talks to the players, my wife's calling me. Yep, it's my wife. I'm so sorry. Don't tell her I ignored her call. I'm gonna get in trouble. But like he plays the game with this joy that's so infectious, and it's just so much fun to play football with him. And I mean, especially like 5 plays into the game, he hits me 30 yards down the field on a perfect pass. Like he was definitely feeling it. I think he's got the confidence. He's got his swagger. I mean, more people were celebrating with Brock after his touchdown pass than with me. I was a little jealous. But, yeah, he was feeling it today. I will say the one pass to Christian on 3rd down was like that. Is like he clicked too many Madden buttons on his controller and just said, screw it. And what a play by Christian. Goodness.
Who was the other quarterback? You said he's one of 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, Jimmy G's presence in the huddle was pretty damn good. He has a very, very good voice for the huddle. It's like some guys just have like a piercing voice that like when they speak, the entire, like everybody's attention just no matter what is going on. And he does that. So Brock is very good at that.
The Christian catch.
You get 3 questions. That's impressive.
Following up on what I was asking about,
Okay.
I heard about Christian, though.
Yeah. Really good at football.
Have you seen a running back run a 20-yard
A 20-yard comeback on 3rd down?
from that motion?
No. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think there's any running backs that are doing that. I don't know how many guys can do that. He's just so unique in what he can do for our offense. And the fact that he was able to run that and like kind of be open too, because like people are just like, oh, it's a running back. He's not going to do anything. And all of a sudden he's making a jumping, awesome acrobatic catch. And then also while he's running the ball, I mean, did you guys see the one run he had downhill? It couldn't have been for very many yards, but like his spin, like he spun out of it and then like drug a guy for a couple yards. Like he's definitely feeling himself. And if Christian McCaffrey's feeling himself, that's great news for the 49ers offense.
Last week you talked a lot about like, the offense and the quarters you have and the defense is going to get better and better. You know, what did it do to you guys say for them to have 3 takeaways?
Oh my goodness. Well, like anytime one of your, I feel like Demo's probably one of our best players on defense, especially at this point. And when your best player gets a turnover, like the juice that it gives the whole team, because that's what you expect them to do. And for him to go out and do that was huge. I mean, the fact that Malik got an interception, fantastic. And then Upton's strip at the end was just fantastic. And like, because I was telling him the whole game, I'm like, look, he gave up a big play early in the game. I was like, dude, flush it. There's so many plays. There's so many opportunities to make today. And like, you have an opportunity to go out there and make a hell of a play. So just flush it and move on to the next one. And then his time came and he made a hell of a rip. So it's awesome for our young divas to be making that. No idea how many guys got hurt today. That was a little nerve wracking, but we'll figure it out. But I'll also say 2 things. One, shout out Skyy Juszczyk. That was his 200th game. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's pretty incredible stuff. So shout out to him for just having an awesome long career. He's only 29 though. That's what he keeps telling me. And 2, like I can't get over Alfred Morris and his effort on every single play. Like it's one of the things that stands out to me the most. Alfred Morris, that was my old running back. Thank you. Great guy, Alfred Morris. So loved him. But Alfred Collins, like just his effort on every single play is just like you see it like because I'm used to watching like Bosa and Fred, like that's who I usually watch. But now I'm just like watching the D-line and I just kind of pick and choose. But like Alfred has just stood out to me and like just his constant effort of just no matter where the ball is, he's just chasing it down. And I really appreciate that from a young player. 4 questions. You owe me $100.
After the 3-0 start, you guys have kind of bounced back between wins and losses.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you guys are positioned right now to maybe go on a run?
Well, the nice thing is we haven't had a bye yet, which is crazy to me, and I could talk about that for an hour, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to go on a roll there. But we have a Monday night game, so we have an extra day to just kind of get our bodies right, figure out, what we have to do, and then short weekend to Cleveland. But we're positioned, right where we want to be. Our offense is basically healthy where we want everybody to be at, and if we can just keep rolling, keep making plays, Kyle keeps scheming it up for us. The crazy thing too is like Ricky had 1 catch today. I mean, that was more catch than I had in my first game back. So like he's going to pop off here in a sec because I wish you guys could watch practice the whole week because he was just on fire the entire week. And, just some of the looks weren't there, but he's going to have a great game. And then when Ricky's running his routes full speed and we get Jauan involved and me and Christian and Juice, I think it's just a very lethal offense.
Those guys back, is there kind of feeling like you got the band back together now, offensively?
Yeah, just one of my favorite things about Ricky is just the juice he brings in the huddle. Like, it's just so much fun to see him out there because he has so much fun playing football and he has so much confidence. And, like, I need that too. Like, I need to feel that confidence from the guys in my huddle. And, like, Ricky brings that for the second he's in the huddle. And so he's going to have a great one. And, I mean, my guess he's going to pop off on Monday Night Football. That's what I would put. I'm not going to put any money on it. I'm not going to. That was a good. That was a good. That was almost a tough one for me there. Goodness gracious. We good? Thanks, guys.
But we're both doing it. Dom, how did it feel to be out there with basically the first team offense that you guys haven't been together with since the first quarter of the first week?
Man, it felt good. It felt good. We got all the guys back, and the huddle just felt like. I mean, it's been fun all season, but getting Brock back and getting Ricky back, just like the vibes they bring, especially Ricky. He's a happy-go-lucky guy, so he brings good vibes to the huddle. Anytime you get 13 back there, it's like, man, he's just a man. Like he's really. You saw what he did today. We had 3 touchdowns passing. Yeah, that's just who he is, man. He's a superstar, and we'll love to have him back there.
Does it seem like the operation? Mac has done a really nice job at just a little bit smoother with Brock out there.
Man, I don't know. I know we put up 42 or 41, so Mac did a hell of a job. I don't think the operation changed at all because we put up points with Mac too. So I'm lucky to have 2 great quarterbacks.
Crazy that George has not been on the field with Brock since the first quarter of that first week.
What George? He pulled his hammy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
No.
how'd the chemistry and the timing feel out there?
What they've had 3 years together? They don't miss a beat. Even at practice, every time they threw the ball to each other, it's getting caught. It was always on target, always on time. So those 2 are going to be locked in.
And then what did it feel like with Ricky out there? I know you said he's a lot of energy, but did it make a difference out there in the huddle and on the field?
Yeah, and it makes a difference for their defense too, because anytime you got to worry about Ricky, it opens up a lot for everybody else too. And like I said, you got 13 back there, and it's a huge threat. So having them 2 back just gives opposing defenses a lot of trouble.
A little bit more consistency for you guys on the offensive line. You've got your guys back. Did it feel like it was a smooth operation again this week?
Yeah, it felt like it. Did it look like he had some time back there? Yeah, so just more days of just more weeks of putting it together and just gelling with the guys. I played next to Colt and Jake a lot, so just the camaraderie we have is pretty big.
How did it feel to play right tackle today, Dom?
It was good. I got 3 right tackle snaps on victory formation, so it was good. Yeah.
Pretty angry at yourself on the McCaffrey screen there. I saw
because my job, I'm supposed to look back and see if anybody's tailing him.
Yeah.
And nobody was, and I just got out a little bit late, and it was frustrating. There was nothing but green grass ahead.
Yeah, for sure. What was it like having Brock back in the huddle today?
It's good, man. It's just like it was all last year. Offense didn't skip a beat. We had 3 touchdowns today. It's just who he is, man. He's a superstar.
You guys had a lot of short fields. The defense put you in position. Special teams put you in good positions. Finishing drives. How important is that to kind of build confidence in finishing drives with touchdowns instead of field goals?
It's huge, man. Anytime you get good position like that, it's almost like you have to score or else you're wasting a drive. If you start backed up at the 20 or the 10, it's a longer chance to score, but we get the ball at the 1 yard line from Skyy, that's just a blessing, man. And the defense got the picks, the Demo got the pick, returned it all the way down to the red zone, I think, and then they just did a hell of a job, man, getting us in good position. We took advantage of it.
George is now 5th all-time receiving touchdowns for the Niners. How special is it to play with him?
It's super special. Actually this week I was just we're in the huddle and I looked at him. He just gave me a little fist bump. I was like, man, he really is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. I was just thinking about that. I was like, damn. So yeah, it's a blessing to play with him, and especially what he does in the run game too. Man, it's a blessing.
Boys, you guys have been kind of alternating wins and losses here. How do you feel like you guys are positioned to make a run here over the next month or so?
I feel good. We did what we needed to. I think today was a must-win. It's a must-win. It's a turning point in the season. Week 11. These are the most important weeks of the season. So to go get a big win like that, put up 40 points, it's a huge momentum swing for us. But like we keep saying, we gotta show up tomorrow and get back to work. We can celebrate today, but we gotta get back to it. Thanks.
Sometimes it comes your way, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
How'd your knee feel?
I felt like my knee felt really good out there. Yeah.
You have a lot of
Special for you to come back and play here in Arizona.
Yeah, no, for sure. Got a lot of family, got a lot of friends here. Yeah, definitely special.
Did you have to get tickets for today?
You guys,
Probably close to 15, 20, around there.
mood was pretty good after the game. Sound like you get to play New Zealand.
You said what?
The mood was pretty good for the team after the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In here.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good team win, and then we put up 41 points. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
3 turnovers, so it's good.
Who chooses Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue?
You said what?
Who chooses Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue to be the big song?
Oh, wait, what?
That was the song that was playing.
Oh, I don't know who chose that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's on the aux, if I'm being honest.
Just to go through today, knowing that you were finally going to suit up for the first time in 6 weeks, what was that like?
It was really good. I mean, I was really excited, obviously. Being out of this game is, it's pretty difficult for me. All I know is football. And so being back out here with my guys, brings me a lot more joy. And yeah, it was really good.
It's the first time. Some history today for the 49ers. How special is it to be a teammate of his?
What was this history?
Fifth most receiving touchdowns all time now.
Right on. Congrats, George. It was really good to see. Obviously, George is a Hall of Fame player. He's my locker mate too, so he's always, telling me to stay positive each and every day. And yeah, he's one of those explosive players, and it's super cool to be able to line up next to him.
Ricky,
with you back, Rock back, you guys got all your key offensive guys, Christian. And, do you feel like you guys can do some special things down the stretch here?
Absolutely. That's a lot of explosive guys, in one unit, and we got a really good play caller, really good system. So sky's the limit for us.
Ricky, this is the first time this group has been back together since week 1 in the first quarter. Did it feel like it was just like old times?
Yeah, I think, what was it? We only had one quarter together and one drive together?
In Seattle.
Yeah, so it felt really good to actually be able to have all the guys out there at the same time. Throughout training camp, we were all out there together, so it was really cool to, look to my left and my right and, see all the guys back out there, and yeah, it was fun.
Right, 4 touchdown pass. So one, you can see coming the whole way. One of George over the top, you can see that play coming.
Which one, the bomb or the second one?
First one, over the shoulder.
Yeah, the first one, that was one of our man cans, so it was man coverage. George matched up on the linebacker, and we're going to take that matchup every day of the week.
Hey, Jauan, you were the first one to run out the tunnel. Why did you run out the field so fast?
What?
You ran out the field first. You were the first one out.
I like being the first one. Yeah.
You're just ready to call it a day?
Yeah, I like being the first, man.
How did it feel?
First on, first off. Let's go.
How did it feel this is the first time the offense has been together since week 1, just quarter 1, with George and Christian and you? I mean, how did it feel to get back into the swing of things?
Felt cool. It was neat to see the guys out there all grinding and trying to achieve the same goal and come out, rushing TDs that we had. Skyy, to start the game the way he did. It was just electric, we felt it from play 1.
JJ, what can you say about the faithful and just how loud they were today?
I would say it's faithful. It's just, it's kind of just, it's a norm these days. It's a norm. We love it.
You really hear it when it's Juice, right? That Juice chant?
Juice. Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
It's his 200th game today.
Seriously? No way. Let's go. Shout out Juice, man. 4-4. Shout out 4-4, man. 200? You know what I'm saying? That's big, man. My dog, he caught a great catch today, too, up and down the sideline. Wish I could have got that block so he get more. But, yeah, just, Juice being Juice, that's what he does. Consistently day in and day out. That's why he's the player the way he is. The way he just prepares day in and day out. Any rookie should look up to Juice if you want to excel your game.
What did it do for you guys offensively for the defense to come through with the turnovers?
Man, big. Anytime our defense gets turnovers, us as the offense, we got to go and capitalize, and that's what we did today. Just playing complimentary football, and it went well today.
And George moved into 5th all-time on Niners all-time receiving touchdowns. You ever think just how special it is to be his teammate?
Every day, man. Never take anything for granted around here. It's a legendary, that's what they like to say, legendary work ethic around here, and legendary players, and every day is inspiring.
Do you like the offense carrying the load of winning a game?
However we got to do it, whatever it takes. That's kind of like our motto, whatever it takes.
I played with Malik all last year, so I kind of know what he's built. I know how he play, I know how he think. So it wasn't, we just picked up, where we left off.
Bernardo and Upton and all them, there were newcomers to that.
Upton, just playing the nickel role, that's a big role in this defense. I had to play it last year and the year before that. So just really tying into the details is really going to set you free. And
What do you think about his ripping the ball out on the goal line?
Oh, that was hell of a play.
How has he been progressing this year? I mean, it's his rookie year, and you've been there before.
Oh, yeah. He's been, taking it pretty well. I would say there's going to be bumps and bruises, obstacles you got to overcome with playing that position. So, I don't be frustrated with him at all. I just try to uplift him and, encourage him to make every play.
Kyle, it's your 200th game. What can you say about your career and having your 200th be here in this win?
It's crazy. It was a special game for me for a number of reasons. Number one being my 200th regular season game. Number two, I remember standing here last year after we played our final game, not knowing if I'd ever play for the Niners again. And it's just wild, how much has changed since that time and how appreciative I am that I am back here and I'm back with this team and I'm on this journey with them, and I just couldn't be happier.
And what can you say? I mean, this is the first time this group of offense has been together since the first quarter of the first week. So how did it feel out there?
It felt awesome. It felt good. That's how we planned for this thing to be. When all our guys were together, we planned on being this high-scoring offense, efficient offense, one that we thought could carry this team. So it's a great testament that first chance we got, we went out there and, put up 41 points. That's pretty good. Man, just he stepped in and just played how I feel like Brock has always played. Felt like there was no transition there. He stepped in the huddle, had complete control, confidence, and it was just great to see him roll and throw some really good balls out there today.
And Ricky was out there. I know he's a ball of energy. What was it like to have him back on the field?
So awesome. So great to have Ricky out there. And I know we're going to get a lot more big plays from Ricky going forward. I'm sure he wanted some more today, but it's just great to get him back out there and get a feel for things, and he's going to be a big part of this offense for the rest of the season.
Can you feel when he's out there that it stretches the field a little bit and the defense has to play you differently?
I do feel like that because I think Ricky is the best man beater we have on this team. So I think defenses have to play a little bit differently when he's out there because when you get close to him, when you make it a shorter field, he can really take advantage of that.
Sorry you've been asked this. George is now 5th all-time in Niners receiving touchdowns.
Come on, baby.
As one of his best friends and just to play alongside him, what's it been like through the years?
Man, it's been awesome. I don't think I'll fully appreciate what an awesome run it's been until 10 years down the road when we're old and talking about it. But I feel like I'm genuinely been playing with a Hall of Fame player and one that I can, like you said, call one of my best friends. I'm just so proud of him. He's so consistent. Every week he comes out and he's just a dynamic player, one that can make really big plays.
I just asked George about it, the touchdown that Brock canned the play and got George in a really good spot. Is that, you've worked a lot of quarterbacks. Brock has missed a lot of time, and that seems like a pretty high command play.
That's kind of something that I was alluding to of just like what a smooth transition it was. Like we didn't come out here and just have like an easy basic game plan for him to get his feet wet. We had all sorts of different cans and audibles. And he did such a great job of managing that and getting us into the right plays, and that's a perfect example of that, where he recognized man coverage, knew that George was going to be manned up with their safety, and he took advantage of it.
Everybody, honestly, the whole, I know, the people that are supposed to be there, but Giff, Curtis, Saran, it was so wide open. I'm guessing that they dominated their blocks for sure.
When you got down there and you knew you were coming close, and just falling short, what was going through your mind?
I was running out of gas. And I looked at the board and I seen somebody getting close. So I tried to jump at the end, but it didn't work. So we'll get it next time.
I mean, Kyle said that you've been close to breaking one so many different times. Have you also felt that way?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like all season, I feel like we've been one block away or one something away. I might have missed a hole. That would have been an op. But it was everything played out perfect for this one today.
Well, the other returner has also had a lot of success, and Brian, does that help open up windows because they have to cover?
Yeah, you can't just we're just going to kick the 9 or we're going to kick the 3. It's either you kick it out of bounds or we're going to try to do what we do. So it definitely makes it harder on teams, I would assume.
How much pride did you have on that next kickoff? They did not kick to you.
Yeah. That felt kind of good, but I don't like that I don't get another opportunity. But I felt like they were showing a little bit of respect, for sure.
It's the first time this offense has been back together since week one of the first quarter of week one, really. How did it feel to have everybody back?
It felt good. It felt good. Obviously we didn't have Kittle last time we played them. Getting our franchise quarterback back in the fold, getting Ricky back added a lot to us.
Did it feel like it was just a smooth transition, like Brock didn't skip a beat?
Yeah. It's hard for me to analyze his play, but it felt good. The points got put up, so it had to be doing something right.
How exciting was it for you guys on the bench to watch the turnovers finally start to fall?
Oh, it was super exciting. Super exciting. The turnovers, the kick returns. As an offense, and they can keep giving you short fields. That's what we like. That's what we obviously thrive in those positions. So
it's got to feel foreign to be totally fresh and at the 1 yard line.
I know, right? Play. Yeah. That's the first for me. Out of 15 years, that's the first. Yeah. Skyy jumped us off, man. It's a difference maker.
That special teams unit, such documented struggles over the last couple of years. This year, they might rank #1 in special teams efficiency coming out of this game.
Really?
Yeah. So, just in general, looking at the journey to 7-4, how big of a piece has that been?
Oh, it's been huge. Not only just the returns, but Eddie, clutch field goals. Timo, clutch punts every time. So, it's definitely refreshing when you got the special teams can go out there and make a difference.
What was Brock's demeanor and temperament, I guess, going into the game and then during the game? Was there any twinkle in his eye about coming back?
Oh, probably, I'm sure. Yeah, he was happy, but he was the same guy.
Yeah.
Did you have a good view of Dominick Puni being out in front of Christian McCaffrey on that screen?
On the screen? No, I didn't have a good view of that one. No. Seen him on the run up the middle where Dom was kind of leading him out and got nervous. They rode up on the back of his legs, but yeah, it was all good.
Good to have your offensive line group back together too. You've got a little consistency now going into 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, having the depth back, Ben and Spence, switching at left guard, keeping that position fresh. Guys playing well.
Do you not even notice when they switch out?
No. Obviously I noticed, but no, not in the operations, no.